You've been grinding in the gym, you've been eating very clean, and you're just pushing through all the workouts, and the scale just won't budge. Does that sound familiar to you? Well, the truth is, you're not lazy, you're not having bad genetics, it's just because you're following the wrong approach. And if you're not stopping following this approach, you will never lose weight and keep stuck at your heaviest weight. So, in this video, I'll explain what you should do instead so you can finally lose the weight and have a muscular, lean, toned body, but also regain your confidence again. If you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel yet, make sure you hit the subscribe button and also turn on the bell to get notified whenever I'm making a new video about weight loss advice. And I use these tips to lose 60 pounds in 8 months and kept it off for 12 years. And I also help a lot of women and men lose weight and keep it off as well. And I'm so fucking pumped to help you. So if you're an ambitious professional working a full-time job and you've been very motivated to lose weight, you probably recognize yourself that you're just having that feeling that you want to really fucking go and just working out very hard and very trying clean eating all the time. But the problem is that you just hit a wall at some time and that's going to backfire in your ass. The reason is that there's only a certain amount of workout that you can push through until you burn out, and that is also something that is called overreaching. So underreaching is just meaning that you are not working out hard enough, but this applies to people who've been working your face off just like yourself, working out 5-6 days a week and very strict with your diet. So there are some common things that you'd be very mindful of when you're reaching this overtraining state, and the first one is definitely just you being so weak when you're in the gym. Let's imagine that you're starting out your workouts with like your weight loss journey with working out very intensely. You have like what you would call like 100% max when you're trying to work out all the time, and you can increasingly lift more, but eventually that you're just feeling very painful, that you're not able to work out as hard as often and you're not able to increase the weight, and that is just seen through several weeks on end, and you're just hitting a plateau where you're just thinking what the fuck is going on. And that is definitely the first sign you should be aware of. And the next sign you should be aware of is, let's imagine that you are working out and you feel very burned out when you are doing the workout, the cardio, or you even have to do your steps. And when you usually just been having smooth sailing when you're trying to work out, and it suddenly feels like it's dragging on and you don't understand what is going on with yourself, that's also a sign that makes you think that you should maybe take a step back, because losing weight and working out is tied together, and it's also something that you should stick to for the long run. So if you're burning yourself out like after a couple of weeks, you are just not going to last for long, and losing weight takes almost like 12 or 20 weeks if you had to lose a lot of weight. And another sign that could be telling that you are struggling with overtraining is, let's imagine that you are working out very hard and you've been trying to eat very clean throughout the day, but when you are been accumulating so much fatigue and working out for so many weeks, it can also backfire you in the way that, for example, you've just been feeling very moody, you are fucking tired all the time after you're working out, or when you are at work, you just want to fucking lie on the couch and just take a nap and never wake up again because you've just been so exhausted. That is just fatigue. That's you impacting your nervous system in a way that you just have reached this overtraining period because of you being very strict with yourself and pushing you through. And maybe another sign that you've been thinking about is that you're starting noticing that you're getting sick way more often. And that is because of the accumulation of you putting your body under so much stress. It's not just your muscles that's going to be affected, but also how your whole well-being. So sometimes when you are in this state where you're feeling more sick, it's also a sign that you need to take a chill pill and just probably not working out as fast. And if you're also someone who has just been really trying to build the muscle and use that building muscle to lose more weight, because that's just the main thing. If you're trying to build more muscle, you are automatically burning a lot more calories through, for example, that. So if you are feeling that you're not able to push so much harder in the gym, it's also because that you are feeling a lot of aches and pains in your joints. And it doesn't matter how strong you are, if your foundation, which is the joints, they are not healed, you are not going to work out properly because your foundation is just lacking. So that is just, we have to focusing on you have some good health, like joint health. And I also remember when I had like been working out, like following my diet and working out for like 12 weeks, that's also sometimes a sign where I am getting a lot less good sleep because of, when you're very stressed and your nervous system is just being fucked because of you been working out so much, your quality of sleep is also decreased, so you have harder time sleeping and also having a deep sleep, and that is also going to make it very difficult for you to have energy throughout the day. Because if you are like sleeping 2-3 hours a night because of the being overtraining, that can definitely just affect your work in a way that you're not focused when you're talking with clients and doing presentations, but you're also feeling that you are feeling more hungry, and also you not feeling that you are up for like doing anything besides just working. And that's just not a sustainable way to live your life. And another thing is, if you're, for example, having someone who have a lot of sex drive, but because of you just being very exhausted from weight training, that can also have a big effect. So I'll also explain that if you are at this state right now where you don't feel motivated to hit the gym at all, that can also just be because of you being overtrained. You've been working out for 6 to 12 weeks or 16 weeks straight, and you're just feeling so tired and you really need a break, and it's okay. So what I usually recommend when people are at this overtraining state is, if you keep fucking pushing, you're not going to lose any weight. Because if you don't have the energy, if you have bad sleep recovery, if you are you're fucked up your joints, that's not going to help you. Because at the end of the day, you have to be healthy with your joints, with your muscles, with your mindset. You need to be in the right state. So what I usually do is I introduce Deload week. That happens usually when you are overreaching, like experience these symptoms of overtraining. That could be anywhere from 6 to 12 or 16 weeks. It depends. If you've been working out for longer, you're just feeling that working out is impacting you way more. So I usually take a deload week after 6 or 8 weeks of dieting, working out, strength training. So there are two ways you can deload. The first one I usually prefer is just taking a complete gym break. I have a couple of sessions like running outside instead of just doing the stationary bike, which I usually do 4 or 5 times a week, 20 minutes or 30 minutes after my weight training. But now I'm just cutting that down for 50%. So I am just having some, there's the thing that's called active recovery. So you just having a bit of like cardio is going to help you recover faster, because you're just getting a bit more blood flow through around your system. That's going to help you feel more relaxed and also recover faster. And I also really increase my calories instead of being in a calorie deficit. When I'm having a deload week, I am just increasing it to my maintenance calories, because I just want to not only having my metabolism up, but I also want to recover faster. Because if you're getting more food into your system, you also have more energy to recover faster. Because if you're just feeling very low on energy right now, it definitely helps with increasing your calories, so you are fully recovering faster, because you're just getting a lot more energy through more calories. And another way that you can also, for example, use deload weeks is you just still going to the gym. If you are going to the gym 5 times a week, cut that down to 4 times a week. Instead of lifting what you usually do, let's imagine that you have 4 sets of a certain exercise and you perform that. You should just drop the amount of weight with 50%, because it's not a high enough volume for you to put so much stress on your body, but still having some blood flow out in your system and still keeping your calories like maintenance calories. And that's basically just how you as an ambitious professional can help yourself not go from yo-yo dieting all the time. Because if you are someone who's just been fucking tired of this endless cycling, that's because oftentimes when you're really motivated to work out and diet because it means so much to you, because you probably just diabetes or pre-diabetic, you have high blood pressure and you have lack of confidence at work, you feel shy when you're talking with clients because you're just feeling that you are not so good at it and you're missing out career opportunities. Of course it matters to you when you're trying to lose weight and you also feel like you don't want to be going to these networking events because you have to talk so much with people and you don't like what you see in the mirror and pictures. That's just making you feel that you don't want to do these things, but eventually you're really motivated. But I also want to make sure that we are in this for the long run when you're trying to lose weight. So definitely focusing on a deload week, the 1 or 2 approach. You can do what the fuck you want, but that's basically just what I want you to understand, that you don't always need to push through dieting. Several studies have been shown that if you've been trying to like diet for several weeks, for like 6 to 12 weeks, take a couple of deload weeks, maybe 1 or 2, and just eat at maintenance calories. Because if you're feeling like taking a whole break, then you are like replenished and you're just way more focused when you are trying to lose weight again. And of course, I would love to know what's your biggest takeaway from this video. But if you're an ambitious professional, you've been sick of just trying to work out several times a week, doing a fuckload of cardio, you are not seeing the results that you want, and you're still at your heaviest weight, and you feel so frustrated about it because it affects your health and also your confidence at work, I would love to invite you to a free strategy call with me where I can share specific advice how you can lose the weight and keep it off, with creating a sustainable workout and meal plan for you, so you understand what to do, so you can build more muscle and have more confidence. The link is in the description and comment section. Thank you so much. I look forward to talk with you. Bye.